Okay then, hello everybody. I'm not really doing like anything anything significant, I guess you might say. Um, all right. Let me check something here. Uh, boy, my face looks all blown out. Of course, that's on. Let's put this over here and look at this for a second. It doesn't look quite so blown out. I mean, it's bright down here. But on my little TV that I'm using as a secondary monitor, it looks all kind of blown out. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Except now bringing the stupid chats forward. Yeah, here's kind of the weird thing. Okay, so Social Stream Ninja does not show Kick, but it allows me to send messages to Kick. Uh, Social Stream Ninja. Well, okay. So with Rumble, I have to, even though I'm using Rumble Studio, I have to open a new tab with my actual video, my actual streaming video, in order to pop out the chat that uses Social Stream Ninja. So I basically have to have these stupid chat dealies. Here's the other ones. I have to have the chat windows up on screen, at least kick all the time. YouTube, I don't have to have on at all, and I don't know. It's kind of a big pain in the butt. So not a lot of people chat, and then when I am chatting, then it would be like YouTube, right? Unless I start getting a bunch of people, like I've gotten a few people on Twitch. So anyways, it doesn't really matter. I don't know if anybody's even looking at the stream, which is kind of okay. Here I'm actually creating a post on itch.io for my game. In fact, I'll show you my game here. I don't know if I did on the other stream, but I'll show you right now. Let's see. Maybe 3 engine, blah blah blah. Tags, all right? Tags to organize your post. 3 engine venture. UIA. Um, we'll leave it like that. English. I mean, I don't have to put English on here, but it's English. Okay, no, originally cover image. I guess I could do the, let's see, not Alex Jones. I thought that picture of Alex Jones was funny, is why I have it on my system. Uh, Screenshot. Those are let's do this one. We'll select this one, and you can resize it, I guess. Enable comments. That's fine. We'll just do that. So then anybody that's following me, which should only be a few people, can actually look and see it, and that's all right. And then let's go to my dashboard. Okay, I can just do this, right? So it's just basic. Here, let's resize this so it's big enough to see. Uh, we hit one, and actually, I think, I don't know when I'm gonna do this though. So this is probably gonna stay here this way. So uh, if it, like I said, if you hit zero, it's going to not work because zero is the thing to quit, and so it quits. So you have to literally reload the page in order to get it to work again. Um, and so basically you just hitting the buttons, and there's not much to it. But you'll be able to play all the way through essentially the whole story. So there's that, right? Okay, so the next thing I think I want to do is Blender, and I guess I want to get the latest version, which is 5.1. Okay, 5.1. All right. What's new? What's new in 5.1? I don't want to do the L raycast. New raycast node allows you to cast rays against scene geometry, but now available for shaders in both cycles and Eevee. This enables a wide range of effects, including NPR, stylization, integrated scene shading using Eevee. It's currently limited to screen space. Okay, that's all right. Now compile faster, pre-compiling GPU pipelines in parallel. GPU shaders also compile more quickly across platforms. Um, Blender 5.0. What is that? Lower is better. Okay. Memory used in elephant scene, lower is better. Oh, I see. More memory savings. Uh, Memory is getting expensive these days, so might as well multitask. EV now saves texture memory by overlapping frame buffer and render textures at different points within a frame. Okay. Huh. Play fast. Major boost to animation playback performance. Shape key evaluation, significant performance boost. Action now evaluate much faster. Smooth scaling. The smooth Gaussian new F curve modifier to reduce detail and noise. Okay. Be precise. Color match. Quickly see interpolation type between keyframes at a glance. Okay. More animation. Shape keys. Python API. Automatically layered. OpenUSD. Images. AV1 image file format. AVIF. JPEG 2000. OpenEXR. Video encoding now allows custom quality level by manually specified FFmpeg CRF value. Audio bitrate can be set to higher than 384 kilobytes a second now. Stability is a feature. During the past December, January, similar to last year, Blender developers focused on improving quality of codebase overall stability through a coordinated effort called the Winter of Quality. More than 350 reported issues were fixed. Additionally, developers working on addressing technical debt as well as improving documentation. Okay, sounds cool. Seems legit. Issues addressed, so that's strip tease. Unleash your creativity with node-based transition effects thanks to new sequencer strip info node. Uses strip start and end frames to control the size of an ellipse mask. Hmm. This new node provides timing and transform data such as frame rates, position, rotation, and scale. Oh, interesting. Smooth DAP form. New masked SDF mode lets you turn any image or shape into signed distance fields. I don't even know what signed distance field do for you exactly. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of techie stuff. More compositor mix node now properly mixes alpha relative to pixel. Now works with non-single values. Group input compositor workspace layout. There directional borderlands. Okay. Your Blender extensions platform keep growing. Faster all over. Decide as you draw. Sorry. Fills and holes. Not so primitives. Draw strokes, fill or both. Okay, that's cool. Geometry nodes. Bone info. And you know that provides geometry nodes access to armature bone and transforms, opening the door to rig-driven node setups and armature deformation. Huh. Okay. Say more. Text and motion graphics is a better string to curves node and improved text and curve rendering. Motion graphics with geometry nodes. That's cool. I don't know how to use geometry nodes or anything like that. I don't know how to do anything advanced really. Takes a leap in customization. Every input in its own adjustable field, including font, new socket type, in Blender 5.1. The new word output gives even more control to level up your motion graphics. Okay, off the grid. Volume grid system introduced in Blender 5.0 has been further expanded. I don't know what any of that stuff is. Next gen text. 3D text now uses a new fill algorithm that improves rendering, correctly handling modern fonts with overlapping outlines. Jump quickly, beautifully. Oh, I see. Okay. Default for new objects, while previous algorithm is still available for compatibility and performance. Find your center. Snap to face center has been added. Okay, that's cool. About platforms, Linux, or under Wayland Blender Center. Better centered Blender icon. Great. Editors, outliner, user interface, assets rendering, sculpt, paint, and texture. Python video sequencer, blade box ripple. Okay, that might be interesting. Reverse speed footage, that's interesting. Retiming keys can now be hitting. Snap scale rotation increments, time panel cleanup, sound pitch modifier, sound echo modifier, new meta strips volume property, see all changes. I think that's the one that's most interesting to me right now. Blade tool now has a box gesture, allows for quick cuts and support for rippling where feature strips move backwards to fill in gaps. The size and positioning of the box allows for fine control of this ripple behavior. If any part of the box lies on a channel, all strips on that channel will be included in the ripple operation as well. Hold shift to keep gaps to prevent rippling. Oh. This is, I don't know, confusing to me. Why is that making that smaller? I see that this lines these up, but I don't really get how that works. Modifiers, other. Okay, well, I guess that's all I need to know right now, anyways. Let's go back to. Let's go ahead and download it for Linux. And I think. Right. I don't remember if I had to do anything special for installing it because I think I just put them in a folder and just I'm still new to Linux. Not chat. What the chat GPT files downloads? No, why is it doing that? Save. Hey, um, I'm not really familiar with the tar.exe files. I know it's a compressed file format, sort of like a zip, but I don't really know. I don't really know why it has like two extensions and what they stand for exactly. But let's go ahead and we can extract this. Extract to. I do have a folder for that, and it's called Blender. And I can hit paste. I mean paste. Extract here. Okay. So we are going to see if we're going to see it pop out. Now I know. Here, let's go ahead and ask. Show me the money. I mean, show me the files. Okay. Now I don't remember anything about installing. What did I do here? Okay. Pardon me. Here, let's just rename this Blender 5.1. Let's do that. And then now I can probably just run this. Let's just run it without opening anything up. Let's see, make sure this is executable here. No permissions. Okay, that's fine. So we can just run it. And no, I'm not going to open up a import preferences. I guess I should. I don't know if I have any like particularly saved preferences there. Well, let's see. All right, this is fine, I guess. It doesn't look much different. Those are recent blends. New. Okay, that's different because it's not showing a white screen or anything. This might take me a bit of getting. Oh, there it goes. It's being that slow, huh? Maybe it's gonna be super slow. And see something here. It loaded up slow, but it's everything is smooth and good and all that. Okay. A file, new. Don't save. Okay. Uh, let's not worry about that. We're just right this second while I shoot. Okay. Toss my phone. Don't care about my phone. Phone for phone, phone, phone. Yes, and no. uh, yeah, yeah, it's just text. more or less. I'm just answering this guy. Yeah, that's what it is, more or less. A real choose your own adventure has multiple endings, dead ends, red herrings, some sort of limited in how many choices I could do before it gets to run a yield really. This is only phase 1 though. Are they getting any good though? Question mark. Smiley face. Winky face. We used to call them smiley faces like way back, you know, it's a smiley face, right? The smiley face sticker from the 70s with the yellow smiley face, and then we used to do them in text. And so we call them smileys. We wouldn't call them anything special like emojis or it's like emojis. It's like I'm not Japanese. What am I calling them emojis for? And then we went to a thing from calling them smileys, sometimes frownies because you'd have a frown. You know, there's different expressions based on different text. And then when stuff like was it ICQ? I don't think it really did it in IRC because IRC is still just text. In other words, you're not dealing with you're not dealing with emojis, you're not dealing with little images. But when you had things like ICQ and whatever, we started calling them emoticons, right? You know, motion icons, right? You're emoting through icons. And then at some point, everybody turned Japanese and started calling them emojis, which is, I don't know, sounds stupid to me. I mean, it's not stupid, I guess, if you're Japanese or whatever. And I'm not saying that Japanese are stupid. I'm saying the rest of the world or Americans are stupid for calling them emojis. Call them smileys. Even call them emoticons. I got annoyed at people calling them emoticons. And I'm like, emoticons? That sounds stupid. Well, it's just because originally they weren't emoticons. They weren't icons at all. They were ASCII text. They were little faces you could make with ASCII text, or something you could put in a calculator, doing the same thing. Okay, so we'll probably end up on stream. You're okay with that, right? The IRC headshot headshots on my second monitor. So this chat isn't on screen. The stream link, yes, yes, yes. Hold on a second. Well, I mean, he's not watching the stream, obviously, but, there we go. Copy. You can find them through my tree. pick your platform of choice on YouTube, Rumble, and okay. Anyways, okay, so let me go to. Okay, so we're gonna get some artwork. Actually, that's really good. Uh, yeah, Imager, stupid Imager. I for some reason I was banned, and I had no idea why. First, they claim it was something to do with spam, and like they never even told me or nothing. So I don't know. I know that one point I pasted a meme, and I'm conservative, so whatever it was conservative leaning. I'm guessing. What I think it was that there's this woman. I don't know if she on trial for something or something. Anyways, they showed a picture of her with her eyebrows and stuff, and I posted a picture of uh, the demon character from Legend. You know that what's his face played Tim Curry. Tim Curry played this devil character or whatever in the movie Legend from the 1980s. Um, and so I posted the picture of that alongside her picture or like under her picture, you know, as if they're the same thing. And of course, nobody liked it because almost everybody on Imager is like they're like liberal, you know. But apparently, that's cool. Rumble is fine. Uh, I thought it was great. Actually, it's pretty good. It almost looks like it's unfinished because you got more lines over here than some of this other part. But yeah, it's pretty good actually. That just shows you what hard work does, right? Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. Using just pen and ink, apparently. It's got to be harder to draw on pen and ink, I think. You know, I always use pencil, so I don't really know about rendering stuff in ink. Yeah. Okay. Krita. Yeah, or Krita. I don't know how you pronounce that. Krita or Krita. Anyways, yeah, when I'm doing my drawing, even sketching, I'm still using grease pencil, even if it's not really. I know Krita is free and it's robust and it's really made for drawing and stuff. And Blender grease pencil, not quite so much. But I just figured I was almost figuring making my whole game in Blender basically, but they took out Blender game engine, and then I looked at Armory for a while, and then I went, okay, well, maybe I can try like Godot, and so I started looking into Godot. Then they had all that. I started doing some tutorials and stuff in Godot, and then they had all that drama. And then right about that time, the creators of Redot, the Redot engine, redotingine.org, came out with their fork, and it was 4.3, and I think they're up to, I think their version's up to 4.5.1, I think. But of course, their name, they're calling it 26.1 because their new naming scheme has to do with the year and the quarter. So quarter two is about to come out, so they'll probably have a new version out here this month or next month, somewhere around something around there. Yeah. So I decided to stick with Redot, and Redot is almost exactly the same as Godot. You know, I mean, it is really. It's. Yeah. Oh, let me do something. Uh, let's go to favorites. I put it in favorites, right? this was 4.3 stable, was based on 4.3, and this is the current one. And I'll actually be getting back to this um, in May. May 1st, I'm gonna see. I don't know. This weird. Is enable is inside tree is true. Uh, condition is inside tree is true. Returning rec 2. There's some sort of weird error, which here, reload. Let's reload save scene here. If I reload it, there's no error because there's not really an error. It has something to do with using tool scripts and stuff. It's some sort of weird thing. Um, yeah, and this is just the 3D stuff that I put up. I decided I was gonna take it out because I'm not doing anything with 3D at least for a while, anyways. And then I thought for a second and went, well, maybe I should keep it in there, just keep some visual interest in there, anyways, because it's gonna be text for a while. So so I decided to just go ahead and leave it in there. I'm contemplating whether or not I want to uh, what was I saying? Oh, I'm contemplating whether or not I want to actually put um, the game the text on a like a billboard style deal, like a 3D I don't know, yeah, billboard. I forget what they call them. It's a node. It's a 3D node that you can put text on. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens if I try to add I don't know, cams. I don't even know about half the stuff. I have to actually go and reread the docs and some stuff because I haven't actually coded. I messed with the scripts several times, but I haven't really gotten into the full node and everything. What does that say? This class is marked as experimental navigation agent. Oh, I see. Uh, let's see something here. Where all what are all the nodes under 3D here? Grid map, light probe. Anyways, I'll have to figure out how to do text. Maybe there's some sort of a text node, 3D text node of some sort. Uh, cancel. Anyways, try to learn how to draw. I'd recommend Krita over Grease Pencil. Krita is digital painting software, and Grease Pencil is a workspace. Yeah, I know. Um, I'm gonna be doing a majority of my actual animation. Well, who knows? Who knows if I'll even get to animation because it just the way things go. I can't promise that I'll actually get to doing some artwork in here. But the plan was to use grease pencil to. The plan was to do everything in Blender, but I can't do everything in Blender. Anyways, so I started Redot, and because and even the text parts, I decided just to go ahead and do it in one thing because it's better when I actually transition to visuals and whatnot. Yeah, I might be thinking about how to add the text to 3D, some sort of 3D object. I should actually look up how to do that, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm not doing that right now. Okay, so here's the 2D workspace. What? Oh, it's because I'm not on the right scene. Here, let's go to layout tool. Okay. Scene reload. Here, let's clear this out. If I reload save scene, there shouldn't be any error in here, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. So this is essentially the game here. The whole, at least phase one part here. Um, it should grow. The number of pages should actually grow in later phases, but eventually it'll transition to rooms and locations, so they won't actually be pages as such. They'll actually be locations you can actually travel to. Here, let's see. Let's see if I can figure something out here. Unicorn goes to school. Anyways, See all this 2D stuff. This is I'm using a tool script that allows these lines to be drawn and whatever visual, and then the scene here is going to be essentially my tool. And right now, it does have the ability to select and stuff like that, and I can move things around if I want to. Oh, oh, that's something I have to fix because I can only move it around if I've already selected it, and I should automatically be able to move it. See, if you let up on it, right? If you do this, if you move it, then you're in select mode, and I need to figure out a way of I need to fix that somehow. You should be able to just if you click on it, and there's a reason why I had it do it on when you let up on the button. See, because this goes into select mode when I do that. I have to figure out how to fix that. And I might use Krita. I might do that. We'll see. Um, okay, I gotta figure something out here. I think with Blender 5, it completely changes the file types. And so I'm going to have backups if I want to keep them in the old file type. Let's see something here. Let's go into dev stuff again. Let's go into Blender. Go. Let's do properties on Blender projects. 15.6 gig is because I got some videos in here. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, any tips is cool. Yeah, so okay, so the idea of it being text, the reason it doesn't have any assets is because it was kind of hard for me to wrap my head around, and so I basically wanted to reduce the game to the most basic, simplest kind of game I could make, adventure game I could make with the story, and that was choose your own adventure. It's not really a true choose your own adventure, but it's like it. I mean, you make choices, right? You hit a button, it goes to the next page, right? You make a choice. Um, so then I divided this thing up into phases. I could actually show you that. Uh, I wonder if I should show you that on screen or if I should just give you the link to the deal so you can just peruse it if you feel like it. I'll pull it up and then I'll put the link in IRC here. So let's see where did I put it? This is Theta. This is Adventure Game Roadmap Theta. Copy. Here, I'll just paste it in here. Here's a link to my Adventure Game Roadmap, which is Theta. Tell you what the phases are. And right now I'm in phase 1 still. Okay. Where's Gamedev? Gamedev still a thing. Okay. Oh, that's good. I like that. Um, I don't know if this is part of it, but this still life here. That looks pretty cool. Although the way you've shaded the leaves makes them look like they're makes them look like they're 3D like I'm looking at sweet potatoes or something on top of them. Whatever. I'm sure you meant that as leaves though, but it still looks good though. That's cool. And then this, um, how'd you do this one on the bottom, the chateau one here? Is that using some sort of 3D thing, or did you like do a paint over? And what's the deal with the textures on here? I don't mean your actual drawing part of it. I mean the it looks like a repeating texture on the back here. Screen tones. Yeah, oh, it's looking pretty good. Yep, you're getting good. I'd say just keep going and keep working at it. It's been ages since I really actually drew anything though. And the last art that I did was a little bit of pixel art from for an older game that I don't even know if I can even get the older game to run anymore. It was made for Flash, and it was using I was using the Hax version of Flixel, Hax Flixel, Hex Flixel, whatever you want to call it, Haxy. Sometimes I call it Haxy because it's Haxe, but it's like it's supposed to be pronounced Hex or something. I don't remember. Um, but that was several years ago. Since then, I haven't. Well, that's not entirely true. I did some sketching in Blender Grease Pencil, believe it or not, in 2019 when I was trying to get this game off the ground. So I did a few sketches weren't very great though. Okay. Anywho, let's go ahead and close those right now. And okay, maybe I'll give the Blender some one of these days. I haven't really used it for anything though. Um, okay, so what was I gonna do today? I really didn't actually have a plan, of course. Um, I'm mostly just doing it because I'm not sort of on a like a break kind of so to speak. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? Yeah, let me ask something here. I guess Brave Leo. Um, probably need to make backup copies of Thunder scenes before opening them in five. Uh, let's see. That's not what I'm gonna say. Um, I was previously using Blender 4.4 and 4.5, and thus have Blender scenes saved with it. Do I need to back up before I open them in Blender 5.1? Just asking Leo. It's always I guess I use AI quite a lot, but you know that's what happens. Back up your files. While Blender supports forward compatibility, opening a file, creating a newer version. I thought that they said that it changed, but I wasn't sure. Okay, so it doesn't even know here. Okay, fine. Let's go do let's do something else here. Here. It's just I'm using a separate profile here for Grok because this is sort of like a family account. Um let's just go to regular chat. Um did under 5.1 uh change the file format from 4.4 and 4.5 before I open my old files in it. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Well, it should know what it meant. Blender scenes. Like, what I understood is that you're not. No, did not change the blend file format in the way that prevents you from moving save files. Oh, of course, that's not really what I meant. What I meant was, uh, just in case I wanted to go back to the older version, which I might not ever want to do, but just in case. It happened in 5.0. Files created or saved in 5.0 using new internal format can only be opened in Blender 4.5 or newer. Older versions pre-4. Ah, see. Blender 5.1 well, did I introduce. Well, that's not what I meant. Yeah. So, okay. Okay. I thought it was 5 and not 4.5, but that's cool. Just making sure in case I wanted to use an older version. But it almost doesn't matter because if I do any major changes, uh, I won't be able to go back. I'd only be able to go back in the backed up files. But it might be still be a good idea to back them up, I guess. No problem, right? Files you save will be the new 5.x format. Okay. 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 It probably doesn't matter, but I should probably do it anyways. And let's just do grease pencil projects. See, I only have 37 uploaded. I got 37 uploaded. Let me see. Let's go to this. Okay. Let's go to YouTube here. Or I should have went to my dashboard thing. That's all right. For videos. And see, I'm only up to 37. Um, at 38, 39, but 40 wasn't completed. So I was working on 40, I believe. So, all right. So let's do something here. Let's take these. And properties. Oh, it already says it though, didn't it? 38 meg. See, the big gigabyte is the source video. So I got I got the source video up to 45. So to make into the projects. Oh, that's good. That's good that I actually got those in there. See, these all should be MP4 formats. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Let's see something here. Right, MP4s, right? Okay, so they're all MP4s. That's good. That means oh, Bone Dragon. Let's see something here. enter. We'll just do that like that. Where's that's Rumble. That's YouTube. Oh, hey, Rook. I didn't notice you there, buddy. Uh, so I'm just kind of doing a. I'm just kind of a. It's kind of a screwing around stream. I actually maybe I told you that though in Game Designers. I guess yeah. I guess that's what I said, right? Yeah. Um. Okay. So I do have sources up to 45 in MP4 format, which is fine. Uh. Okay. So what I should do is. That makes me wonder. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let's see. We're going to actually let me open up my I think it's data stack. Gamedev clips, finished updates, uploaded. So these are the uploaded files, right? I got up to 37 and finished updates. I got up to 39, so I got 2 more to actually upload. In fact, I might upload 38 here in a second, maybe. Clips, projects, and MP4 sources. There we go. And so we got it up to 26. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and library, right? And then there's that, right? Okay. Library. Projects and sources. Okay. So what I need to do here is we're going to cut everything out. Since I already have 39 done, I'm going to leave 40 there. We're going to cut this. We're going to put it over here. That. Now we're going to go to Gamedev clips, or we're going to go to, we're going to switch over to here. We're going to go into library. Yeah. Well, I wonder. Maybe I should go ahead and continue editing those last videos in 4.4 because that's pretty much what I've been doing. And yeah, I didn't really use 4.5 that much. Maybe I should do that. I'll finish doing them up until that point, up until 45, because after 45 is when I kind of rebooted the whole thing, and I got a bunch of source videos in the other thing, and I think I might do that. So source audio. I think I'm going to leave that source audio. Let's go to source video and let's get everything up until 39. I'm going to cut that. We're going to go over to here. We're going to go into library in here and we're going to paste. Oh, okay. 395, huh? That's quite a bit. Okay. So I'm basically just okay. Right now, okay, sorry, Bone Dragon. right now I'm kind of screwing around. Okay, so normally I'm working on this game. Let me show you the game. Where is it at? Oh, I already got it open. No, that's not it. Here. Uh, it would be this one. Oh, stupid thing. Quit doing that crap. Okay, so this is the game, and in fact, it's on itch.io if you ever want to look at it. Um, Basically, it's an adventure game that I'm doing in phases, and right now it's just basically an interactive story. It's like a choose your own adventure sort of. And right now is what I call the event pass, which means it's these are just events. These are things that happen. Hero puts three magic hats on the desk where there's also sits a large box which almost looks like a safe little door. On the front of the box there's a small label with each magic mailbox. You know, it's just that. It's here let's go up a little bit further. While at home, John proceeds to read the book through. After reading he's a bit confused and amused because of the diagrams. Uh, and so these are just events, that things that are happen. And the when I start back up on May 1st, I'm gonna turn this into a story. It'll actually read like you're reading a story. And so basically, this game is gonna turn into a complete interactive point and click adventure, like Monkey Island, King's Quest, if you didn't know those kinds of games. So that's really what I'm working on. If you're still there, I don't know if you're still there, Bone Dragon, but um, and by the way, everybody else, I'm for platforms, so Bone Dragon's on Twitch, I think, and so um, I'm that's why I keep on saying that, and maybe you don't see him in your platform of choice, him or her, whatever. Apologies. Um, okay, so that's basically the game. It's real basic. Uh, it's about a magic kingdom that's turned into a tourist resort and has recently fallen on hard times. And the wizard Hubert, who's chief advisor to the king, notices the king's acting strangely. He sold the resort to somebody else, and they closed everything down pretty much. And so Hubert has got to find somebody from a different realm to help him figure out what's going on. That's the basic premise of the story. Anyways, today I'm just screwing around because I'm sort of on a break. I call it a working break, which means I'm going to be doing some ancillary stuff related to the game before I actually get back to actually working on the game. So um, you might find this boring or not or whatever. And it's okay if you only stay a few minutes or whatever. Anyways, let's go back to this. Okay, this has all through 39. And over here then is just the sources for 40 through 45. And I think I'm going to go ahead and continue working on. I think I'm going to go ahead and continue working with um, graphics. See, I got 4.4 in here. Let's add it to panel um, just for right now. And I will, yeah, let's open that up. Let's open, dang. I have to open the old thing up here. Up. Grease pencil project. No. Video sequence editor projects. And this one. Open. Okay. Okay. I didn't know exactly what I was doing in here. Um, let's see something here. Page up. 40. Monday, June 30th. Um, we'll have to do it like this. Tuesday, July 1st. Wednesday, July 2nd. Thursday, July 3rd. Friday, I guess we don't have anything for Friday. There's a couple of deals where maybe I don't have source videos for those days. Like either I forgot to record them or something. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I was doing here, and it's been so long now since I messed with this. Is it going to be 3D? No. It's well, yes and no. It's 2D right now. It's going to be 2D for a while. Okay, so technically, here, let me show you. Where to go? Here. Okay, so technically speaking, if you look at this when I ran it, these are 3D objects back here, but none of the game is 3D. So all of this is just it's just 2D. They're 2D panels basically, and eventually I kind of want to eventually make the backgrounds, the environment 3D, where the characters are going to be 2D hand animated sprites. But for right now, it's all completely 2D, and I'm considering in the next. I don't know if I'll do it with phase one or not, or if I do it later, the later phases. But I'm considering figuring out how to billboard this text on here so that it's actually truly in 3D for later on. Now I don't strictly need to do that because this is going to be 2D all the way up until I don't know, maybe up until almost till it's finished in a sense. But at least until I start adding graphics, and so I might lean into the 3D portion of it, but it's not going to be 3D like a first-person shooter or something. Third-person perspective, 2D, like a 2D point and click, right? I don't know if you know what those are, but here, let me pull up. Let's see here. This, okay. So let's pull up Secret of Monkey Island. 1990. We'll do that because this is from 1990 here. PC DOS. I don't want Roland, stupid Roland. I guess it matters that much though. Anyways, PC DOS version. No commentary. Okay. I'll just quickly play like a clip here. You won't hear any audio because I don't have the desktop audio on right now. So here. I don't know if you've ever played these kinds of games back in the day. Oh. No, it's okay, thanks, though. I'm building my game in a specific kind of way and right now. Here. Let's go over here. So this is this is basically what we played in the 90s, you know. Of course there was strategy and there was arcade like side scrollers and things. There was a few things. Um and so but and RPGs too. If you want to think of it, an adventure game as sort of a stripped down RPG. RPGs, you have side quests, you have which sometimes you can play instead of playing the main story, and then of course they have the stats. Adventure game is just purely for the narrative part of it. You're interacting with objects, you're using stuff on stuff, you're exploring, and then you're doing it through point and click. Originally, it's text adventure because that's all we had was text basically on old computers. And then when graphics came around, they started making graphics in them, and then eventually they made them fully animated and stuff. So then you get games like this. I had a code. Asking if I can help because I want to give up 9N. Oh, you're trying to learn what is 9N? What do you mean by that? You're trying to learn how to code. That's cool. Yeah, there's certainly plenty of different languages and things you can use now. I'm actually building the game here in Redot, which is essentially a fork of Godot. If you know what Godot is, um, so you can do 2D and 3D games in here. And I chose this. Well, I chose this because they had just forked after there's this big drama with Godot, and they decided it was the time for them to fork the engine. But I decided to do this for all versions, for the text and the graphics, and eventually, if I wanted to add 3D, like I was saying, I could also do it in this. So, pardon me. I usually can just talk up a storm and I don't get tired or coughing or nothing, but lately it's kind of weird. Oh, you want to give up on trying to learn how to code? Uh, well, you should if you don't want to code but you still want to make games. Uh, this is still a good option, but you're still going to be doing some coding here. Let me show you. Let's go ahead and actually close the game here, and I'll show you for here in just a sec. Um, we go to the base scene right now. Base scene here is uh, there's just some 3D objects that I threw in to put on the background and some lighting. So this is not even a game here. But you can do a lot of stuff um, in the editor here, and then you script by doing this. And this is similar to Python. It's not very hard to learn, but you may not want to. Stream boo, stupid thing. Okay. Well, thanks for dropping in, Bone Dragon. Drop in later if you want to. I'll I'll see you later, I guess. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to cases here. Okay. So I think what I want to do here is I want to. Oh yeah, I was gonna go check something here. This is off of data stack. Okay. By the way, data store is my basically my Windows drive stuff. And actually, it's not really Windows drive in a sense anymore as it was. This is these are all the stuff that I had on my old system and my USB drive, and so this is actually an NTFS drive right now. I think I think it's some space that I put on my. What I hold on a sec. Um, let's go to I don't know where that's at. Where's the disk deal? Okay. Yeah, data store is a 2.6 terabyte partition, and data stack is my ext4 partition. That's where I keep a lot of stuff because I'm on Linux right now. This I don't know. Microsoft reserved. I might see. Let's close that. Ventoy. Okay. MP4. What's MP data store? I don't know what that is. I'll have to look at that later because I don't know what that exactly is. 2024, 11. This is like when I started. Wait a second. 2024. Oh, I have to look that up. USB games. Okay. I don't even know if you could run it on here. These are I believe these are wait a minute. No, 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 no. These are ROMs from something. What are these ROMs for? Oh, Atari. Oh, oh, oh. These are Atari 2600 ROMs. Okay. Blastoids, DOS. I wonder what would happen if I tried to run it. I don't think wine or anything would like pop up, but well, I could run it under DOSBox, couldn't I? If I wanted to. This is also, I believe, a DOS game, Journey Shadows. Oh, this is Shadows of the Empire, I think. It's interesting. Yeah, shadows.exe. Interesting. Well, I can put all these. I can actually save these onto Linux drive, so that's not a problem. If I have anything in here for games, I do. Yeah, I had a bunch of the GOG downloads. I probably have some games since then, so these were all at one point. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know if I can run some of these on here anymore. Maybe through Wine though. Maybe some of these. Maybe I can run some of these through Wine. Otherwise, they're probably DOS games, which I can eventually run on DOSBox maybe. DuckTales, Quest for Gold. Yeah, these are old DOS games here. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna have to put these games into their docs and downloads. Hmm. Okay. Properties. Very, very interesting. Boy, that's a lot of stuff there. Why do they have that much stuff? 200 gigs of dev related stuff? That's weird. It's too bad I can't hear you play so though. Well, see you later, Bone Dragon. I don't know if you're still there, but apparently if your internet's too bad, you're probably not still there. I thought you were already going, but that's cool. Whatever. 206 gig. Why is there 206 gig? I suppose videos, huh? Oh, this Gamedev update. Oh, 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 oh. This was a stream of some sort. Number 600. Interesting. Okay. Weekend streams. These are where I was saving them, wasn't I? Archive videos, dates, 500s. Ah, I see. So when I stopped at about 600, I think. Nightly streams. Miscellaneous. Interesting. Okay, so probably B-roll. Dev stuff. So properties. See, that's where a majority of the actual interesting. Need to find. I might I do have a version created there. I probably need to upgrade it though. It's probably in an old version. Okay, so all right, that's enough of that. That's data I don't care about. Okay. Anyways, data stack is my current deal. This is the you know what I can take. Well, do I want to? That's the image. It was a disk image of Linux Mint Debian Edition at the time or where I was when I was dual booting both that and Windows 10, and then I was running Linux Mint Debian Edition LMDE 6. Before I tried to upgrade to 7 and it screwed up on me, so I just decided to go ahead and forget about it. So I might be able to delete these. I should just delete them. Because I was going to do a virtual device and I was going to be a little bit more gradual. Anyways, let's see something here of good. I think this is not my current home page. Or is it? My home folder, I mean. Or maybe it is. $55 gig. I want to know where the home folder is sitting. How do I find that out? This here, I'm gonna try something here. Right? This is much bigger, right? 113 gig than the 55. So the 55 was my old one, I think. I think I can safely remove that now. I'm not sure. Oh, this is home that old. That's right. It's only like 9 gig, right? 9 gig. And this was 55 gig. This is on data stack though, so I don't think I have a separate home drive. I mean, I did, but I don't think I did that this time. So, okay, let's see some here. I was gonna do a little bit of editing just so I could say that I did something. But I didn't respond. I'm streaming, although nothing too interesting. Just mostly screwing around, keeping in practice for when I start the second half of phase one of my game dev. Okay, let's not worry about that right now. Let's do what I said I was going to do, and which is check something here. Let's go back to dev stuff. Let's go back to Blender. Let's go back to Blender projects. Let's go to Grease. No, video sequence. Video, and we're gonna open 40. And apparently, June, July of 2025. Okay, so let's go to 2025. Let's go to June. June the 30th was Monday. 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3. Thursday. Friday, I don't have anything for Friday, right? 7, 8, 9. Which is right. And 11. And nothing for that other Thursday. That's why there's a break in the... And I don't even remember what I was doing that day. I don't remember what I did in this whole thing even. I even have to, I guess, kind of go through them in a sense. Okay, I see what I was doing here, though. This seems to be... Here, like that. This is starting at 42 seconds in. And we're going to do this. We're going to page down, page down. So this is only about a minute, which is fine. That means that I should be working on this to be only about a minute as well when editing. I don't even remember if I got the proxies or anything going on here. But and Dad's awake, so I'm going to have to get off here in just a second anyways. Okay, let's play it here. Here, I'll turn on the desktop audio real quick. Lapse with Edge. Johnny Hubert start walking out of the leafless forest. I do a lot of umming and awing. I've changed it. I've added a little bit of story to actually add some stuff to do. Okay, reload. Okay, so I'll just cut that. In fact, I'll just go ahead and pause that now. And so really what I need to do to start with, and I'll save it here, I need to blow this out, and then I need to basically take out kind of the biggish gaps, right? Well, there's plenty of gappage here. All right. And I even forget how to do my editing here. Okay, right? And basically all I'm doing here is I'm doing one cut and these gaps that kind of seem big enough to support it. And then what I do is I actually move the clip start over. Okay, let's go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and do this. And I won't do that for all of these. Do that for that. We'll do that. So I'm just yeah. So I'm just basically this is all pretty boring stuff too. Um, I don't know why you'd watch it. It's okay. I can actually kind of back at it too a little bit. See, and then this can go all the way back up to here like this. See, and so now the thing that I can do is I can do this, and I can and then I can also play it too, just to make sure. Burly the Dwarf. That's right. In fact, Burly the Dwarf doesn't really make an appearance in this rebooted version, although I'm gonna put it back in um, when I go to the next phase. I'll be adding some of these in here. That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this part. I'm gonna remove these gaps, and then I'll probably still need to do further editing down, but I am I'm just just I'm just basically making sure that I am doing something. So actually, I can take this whole thing out here. See, that's what I thought. Because sometimes these little things in the middle are just me saying or something dumb like that. This is like the most tedious work. This is something that should be able to be automated in Blender essentially. In Grease Pencil, even without AI, there should be a thing. Oh, that's what I meant to do. Actually, what I meant to do is this. See, so if we'll go ahead and do it in here too as well. Okay, and then we'll just like that. Then go here, and then I can backspace. Yeah, that's good. Zoom out a little bit. Then I can see we're at 140 something and ending at 402. So it's still two and something minutes. So I can probably further cut that down. But I'm just gonna save it here and I'll leave it. And then maybe what I'll do next is yeah. See, now these are all way bigger here. Anyways, that's all I'm doing for today as far as this goes. As far as the editing goes here. I think when I finish this, I'll go ahead and upload 38 when I finish this one. Okay, so at least I did something today, a little bit. I don't have to do like a recording or anything, but at least I did actually, make a little progress here, and that's really all I need to do right now. Anyways, I think that'll about do it for today. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. I'm gonna go ahead and close this, and maybe I'll leave everything else open. I don't know for sure, but I'll say thanks, I guess. Thank you for popping in, watching, or taking part, whatever. And I will see you later. Yeah, talk to you later, Rook. Thank you for watching.